Over the last 20 years, the Winnipeg Foundation has introduced close to 10,000 young people to community development through 3 unique programs that engage youth between the ages of 14 to 35. The purpose of the programs were to introduce young people to the foundations of community development, and it has now evolved to help those young people make change in their communities. As one program participant, Mercy, put it, participating in youth and philanthropy felt like, whoa, this is home. And she went on to participate in our summer internship program, intern at the foundation, and now sits on the foundation's grants committee, giving back both financially and time to the organization that helped to develop her understanding of community development. For another participant, Anne, youth and philanthropy was the way she bridged her understanding of community development, her engagement in community, and her professional development. From the program, Anne went on to participate in the summer internship program and now continues to connect with her mentor in new and meaningful ways. Both Anne and Mercy are perfect examples of the capacity of invested youth programming for the future of giving.
Over the last 5 years, the Foundation's youth participants have granted out over $1.2 million and contributed over 7,400 hours of community work. And those numbers only speak to direct involvement and don't include the work they took on independently. For every dollar that we invest today, we believe that the contribution into the community is much greater. For example, with our summer internship program, close to 80% of participants continued to work or volunteer with their organizations or found similar organizations to connect with post-program.
Endowment, a quality or ability possessed by someone or inherited by that person, a legacy. The future of giving is a process that we like to call building human endowments. It is an ongoing process that for every dollar that we've invested into youth programming today, we believe we've invested into the future of philanthropy.
The next generation of philanthropists could be the most significant philanthropists in history, as Gen X, Y, Z, and Alpha are on course to inherit unprecedented wealth, in addition to having their own wealth. With all that wealth being transferred, what does the future of giving look like? In their book, Generation Impact, How Next-Gen Donors Are Revolutionizing Giving, Michael Moody and Sharna Goldseeker identify that what distinguishes this generation from previous generations is not so much what we give to or why we give, but how we give. Here, we are talking especially about Gen X and Gen Y, millennials. These generations come before Gen Z, those who are children and early teens today, and Gen Alpha, those who are just being born.
We've identified 4 distinguishing factors that highlight the differences between givers. First, research shows that youth want to be highly engaged in the process of deciding how to allocate resources and dollars. They want a seat at the table where their experiences are not minimized and they're not discriminated against due to their age, whether directly or indirectly. Moreover, they want to be met where they are, both online and offline. Top social media sites like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, combined with sites like CrowdRise and Kickstarter, make online giving the fastest means of financially giving. They give youth the opportunity to pool their resources and help them feel like they're making a change and an impact together. Youth also want to be able to give their time and unique talents, particularly where they have the opportunity to work with like-minded peers and in the presence of mentors. Mentors here can be intergenerational, but as well as peer-to-peer. In this way, giving becomes mutually beneficial for both the organization and the young person, where both have the capacity to build their own individual capacities.
Next-gen donors deeply value impact. They want to see, touch, feel, understand the impact of their gift. As youth participant Anne put it, one of the most meaningful parts of youth in philanthropy was helping to bridge the gaps between communities and see people who wanted to make a difference. And I could be part of that. I could lead that change. Studies also show that youth are more likely to give to a cause than an institution. And when we look at the specifics, they are very deliberate in terms of where they're putting their money within those broader themes. For example, the year that Canada welcomed Syrian refugees, we saw 6% of our committees develop an independent project that was geared directly towards these newcomers. There are also certain causes that younger generations are more likely to favor, such as women, human rights, and the environment. In Canada and Winnipeg, Reconciliation between Indigenous and non-Indigenous communities is especially important to our generations. Max Fineday notes, 79% of millennials believe that reconciliation is possible in our lifetime.
Finally, next-gen givers want their contributions to be hands-on. Young people don't just simply want to cut a check. They want to be able to physically be a part of the giving that they see. Activities like building for Habitat for Humanity or serving food at Oak Table have been some of the most impactful experiences for some of our young people. Alumni Mercy summarized the expectation of future givers when she said, "Give me a reason to give. Tailor the specific issue to me. Make it more personal to me, my friends, my school. Make it easy and make it accessible to me. Drive home the point that it doesn't really matter how or how much I'm giving."
As Jen Bokoff of the Foundation Center puts it, referring to the interests of young people to give back, there is going to be more. There is evidence that we need new solutions for old problems. We need to equip young people now with the skills, knowledge, and resources they need to take the sector into the future.
So what does the future of giving look like? Take a second to imagine this with us. Imagine a future where the charitable sector looks more like the people they're serving, where who is encouraged to give and who has the power to give look more like the current generations and the communities that make it up.
Imagine a future where the charitable sector has the capacity to holistically integrate programs into schools and universities.
Imagine a future where giving is accessible, digital, and seemingly unique to every individual.
Imagine a future where philanthropy is highly engaged and democratic.
And imagine a future where the process of giving is a longitudinal process that shapes the future today. The future of philanthropy is not your father's philanthropy. It's your child, grandchild, or great-grandchild's philanthropy. It's Mercy's philanthropy, and it's Anne's philanthropy, and it can be all of our philanthropy. And this philanthropy is on the ground, mentored, accessible, personalized, collective, inclusive, barrier-free, transparent, and flexible. The new philanthropy looks like this. And it is the process of building human endowments today so that we can create the future of philanthropy that we can all imagine. Thank you.